Man, every time I walk under those low-hanging branches, I always come out of there feeling like I got bugs on me. Webs, because you can feel the webs, you know what I mean? The spider webs hanging down from the trees, they get all over you. Ugh, now I got the creepy crawlies. Hey, Noob Nation, what's going on? Toby Dogs. Noob Nation says good morning to you, buddy. We got overcast. We got overcast skies today. I gotta stop here. Hold on, Tobe. Come here. Give me a second. I gotta wipe my. Feels like I got 100 spider webs hanging off my right arm. There we go. Now we're back. Oh, you know what the feeling? That creepy crawly feeling. I can't deal with it. Let me see, little buddy. Let me see. Okay, come on. There must have been a girl dog walked through here this morning, because this boy will not take a step. We're gonna have to cross the street or something. He's all over. Come on. He's all over whatever walked through there. What's going on, noob? How's your morning? Ooh. How's your morning? Ours is going pretty slow. We got a late start. Almost didn't come out. Too much pain. Too much pain. Knee pains. We're gonna have to take a day off. It's probably gonna be sooner rather than later. We haven't had a day off since the 7th, I think. No, we took one day off 2 Sundays ago. We didn't live stream 2 Sundays ago. That's why I always say we're Monday through Friday, and if you see us on the weekends, that's extra. Because sometimes you gotta have a break. I've been fighting I got a pulled calf muscle in my right leg, and the knees, of course. Right knee, for some reason, has been hurting worse than the left knee. I think a day off of walking would do me some good, but I hate to do it because I know Toby just loves to be out. Hello, hey Anastasia, what's going on? Harley Hughes, Shelly Jeffs, Noob Nation. Hey. I'm still sitting in the dark. Had a coyote staring at me. Wow. Excuse me. Do you guys harvest the coyotes there where you're at? I believe that's Toby Dog. Come on. We're gonna have to cross the street or something. I can't take it. We'll walk out here for a minute. He wants to sniff the ground. Come on. Here, that's the thing. They do a lot of coyote hunting here. Hey, come on back here with me. Hey, Toby, come. Toby will understand you not feeling well, yeah. But that doesn't stop him from looking at you funny. Hey, Marilyn. What's going on, Marilyn? Welcome to the Toby Monday morning walk. I don't think we're going to get rained on, but there is a chance. Some big clouds came through last night. It doesn't look like they dropped rain. I don't see any puddles. How's everybody's morning? How was everybody's weekend? I had a pretty uneventful weekend. We did our walks. We actually walked both days on the live stream. Saturday we did a super long one. And then I think I didn't do much the rest of the weekend. I think I watched movies yesterday. After I got home, after we got back from our morning walk, I just hung out because we had a wow, that car sounds like it's crashing. We went to dinner last night for Mom's birthday. She's 83 this year. I was thinking she was 84. Trying to think how many of us there were. There was 10 of us. So it was me and Mom and 8 grandkids. Oh no, 6 grandkids and 2 great grandkids. Come on, come on, come on. We went to a restaurant, a small restaurant. I don't know, 15 miles north of town, 12 miles north of town, somewhere around there. Hey, you're too far. And we had a really good time. We went at 4 o'clock so there wouldn't be a big crowd. And we caught the restaurant just at the right time because I think we were 4 tables. They had to push all the tables together, you know. But there were only maybe half dozen other diners in there the whole time we were there. Everybody ordered up what they wanted. I ordered the broasted chicken. Shelly Jeff says, my weekend wasn't bad. Which movie did I watch yesterday? Oh my goodness, I couldn't even tell you what the name of it is. You know, Netflix got so many movies that are just like B and C movies. They're not top line movies or top headline movies. And I just picked one. I don't even know what it was. I don't even know what it was. I'm trying to think of what day I watched I think it was Saturday I watched the Indiana Pacer basketball game. But yeah, just chilled out yesterday. I think I went down to take a nap around, it was right after dinner. Probably around 6:30, I took a nap. I got up, it was still daylight. And I was like, Toby, I'm going to sit here for a minute and then I'm going to feed you. And next thing I knew, it was midnight. And I was waking up. Midnight, wake up, go to bed. You know, when you live alone, things like that happen all the time because there's nobody to tell you, hey, Titlepro, wake up and go to bed. Or are you going to take a nap all afternoon? Yeah, there's none of that. So whenever I take a nap, it's all over with. I think it was all the food. All that food put me to sleep. I ordered the broasted chicken, but like I said, it wasn't very good. It was like it was overcooked. You know, overcooked chicken, how it can be papery. Come on. Mealy, not mealy, but mushy. Yeah, it wasn't, but it had good flavor. We'll give it that. Mom enjoyed herself. That's what the most important part was. Mom gets the same thing at that restaurant every time. She gets the meatloaf. They make really good meatloaf. Jethro, they're chicken of the trees. Hey, Krishna Creations. Not Jethro Tull. What's going on? Mr. DeBadget, how's it going? Mr. DeBadget, what's going on? Welcome. Hold on, Tobe. We gotta get a pin here. Let's pin Mr. DeBadget. There we go. Hold on, Toby. Pin message. There we go. Does everybody have Mr. DeBadget? DeBadgetas. He's a friend of ours from India. We met him on Helen Okoye's channel a while ago. He's a very good guy. Check him out. Check him out. He's a friend from around the world, from the other side of the planet. Come on, Tobus. Come on, we're going this way. Yeah, it's an overcast day. I don't know what the weather's supposed to do. Still at war with the squirrels. Lost 2 more bell peppers. Dang, that sucks. They take so long to grow. And then they take so long to change colors. I got 1 red one right now. Everything in my garden, like, I don't know what I did wrong this year. Or if it's, I think it's the weather. I don't know, but I managed to, the root borer, the vine borers that attack my zucchinis every year. I cut the stems open. They came again this last weekend. There's all kinds of the little borer, what do you call it? The little shavings that they leave on the side of your vine. Little shavings, they bored in right there. So I read that you can cut the vine open real up and down vertically, real gently, and then you can stick a metal probe up in there and wipe them out. So that's what I did. I cut little slits, and I used a tiny screwdriver, and I reached in there and I wiggled it around and I scraped and I pulled out, and I could see worm guts, you know what I mean? So I know I got them. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do from now on. Last year I put what are they called? Last year I wrapped the vines in tin foil. I read that if you wrap them in tin foil, that when the larvae go to climb up and bore into your plant, they can't get into it. You know what I mean? So I did that last year. And where were the boreholes? Right, wherever the end of the tinfoil was. Wherever, I think I put 2 sets of tinfoil on them. Because I did the original tinfoil, then I went out and put another piece. But they actually climbed to the top of the tinfoil and went in right there on all the plants. I lost all my plants last year. No, all but 2, because 2 I laid over, but they tore those 2 plants up too. But anyway, I didn't know they were coming a second time. So I've already fought them once this year. It was like the first weekend in July. About 7 to 10 days into July was the first hatching. And now they've hatched again this weekend. They did take out 3 plants though. I wasn't expecting another hatching of them. They did take out three of the zucchini plants. They were young ones, the second planting plants that they took out. But the zucchini plants that have the super hard vines already, because I planted them in beginning of May. The older ones, their boreholes were up in the softer vine area. Like the larvae climbed all the way up. Hello, Titlepro brother, says Krishna Creation. Jethro Tull says, LOL noobs, I'm not eating tree rats. You don't eat the squirrel pie? Uh-oh, we're getting rained on. No umbrella. We're probably close to a mile from home. What do you think, Tobe? What are we gonna do? Try to hide under a tree? We could hide under a tree for a minute. Maybe it'll blow over. Do you let other people walk Toby? No, nobody walks Toby except for when he's at school. When he's at dog school, they walk him around and play with him, Patsy Pixie Lee, what's going on, Patsy Pixie Lee? Dan Stepanek. What's going on, Dan? Yeah, Toby's border collie. 100%. Yep. Zucchini surgery. Yes, and I think it's working. I think it's gonna work. Rebel Bama boy, what's going on? Rebel Bama boy says hi, Toby. We're getting rained on. It's big raindrops. Big ones. BT spray is good for stopping the squirrel boar or the squash borers. Ah, cool looking dog, says Dan. Come on, we gotta find a tree to hide under. Come on. Come on, let's go find someplace to hide. I guess our walk's getting cut short today, fam. We're gonna head back towards the house. Dang it. You know, I looked right at the radar before we left the house, and there was a big storm cloud coming, but then it went away. You know how the stuff disappears on the radar? Well, that's what happened. It disappeared only I think it reappeared. Come on, Toby. We're gonna get soaked, buddy. Cool looking dog. Yes, he is. BT spray. You know, I heard that you can use some kind of chemical in a syringe and stick it and shoot it into the plant too. I don't know what that is. Hold on, Tobe. Let's give this cloud a minute. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere though. Toby is a border collie. Yes, he is. Yup, they're top on the list. He sure gives me a hard time. 10:59 p.m. says Shelley Jeffs in New Zealand. And you know what time it is here, 7 a.m. He's amped up now. Enraged. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. You're gonna get home before my son comes up. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I saw that, Foams. They had a big storm come through not too long ago, but it was south of us. So I don't think it came here. Like I was saying earlier, there's no puddles. There was no puddles on the ground, so I don't think it rained. I think it was just wet clouds, you know, heavy clouds. We're gonna give it another second here and see what it does. I never carry an umbrella on the dog walk. Rarely. That's funny. I looked right at it as we're walking. There's an umbrella stand as you walk out the door. Hey, let's keep walking, Tobe. It's stopping. There's an umbrella stand right by the front door. It's an old. It's not Roseville. I'm trying to think of what it is. One of my hobbies, if you could call it that. I used to just call it collecting old junk. Oh, here it comes again. Maybe we better turn home. Tobe. I guess let's go. I collect old depression glass and pottery, old things. So my umbrella stand is like from the turn of the last century. You know what I mean? 1890s, 1900. It's not Roseville, but it's hey, come on. It's just Zanesville pottery. Just some kind of Zanesville pottery, like Majolica, real bright. I've seen the umbrella stands that match the patterns that I collect, but they're always just so dang expensive. I never bought one. I'm happy with the one I got. But I collect several. Yeah, pure Michigan. Sunshine 1 minute, rain the next. Well, it's done raining, Tobe. We'll keep walking. We'll get closer to the house, though. Make a big square. Come on, Bubba. Oh, here's where we see that sad dog all the time. There's a dog that lives right here at this house. He's always sitting back there whining. He wants Toby to come and play with him. He'll sit along the fence and sit there with the saddest eyes. You know how dogs sit and they wag their tail while they're sitting? It's like the come here, come play. That dog does that for Toby every time we come by. One of these days, I'll stop. If we ever see the people outside, we'll stop and see if Toby can play. I normally walk the property with you and Toby, but LOL, I gotta wait for the sun to come up so I don't step on a skunk. Ha ha ha, yeah, for sure. For sure, noob. Don't worry. As the season goes, as fall comes, I'll be on later. Right now we're taking advantage of the mornings. Pretty soon we'll be starting at 7, and then it'll be 7:30, and then it'll be starting at 8 because there's no sunshine, and then we'll give up and start walking at noon because by then it'll be too cold to walk in the mornings. That's the other thing we deal with is the time change and the seasonal changes that mess us up for our dog walks. It knocked us right off last year, knocked us off the air because I got to work, you know. I got to be at work. I can't be out dog walking when I'm working. Supposed to be working. My back, says Barbara Mathers. I think you might be on the back edge of the rain. Yeah, exactly. Where are you streaming from, dude? We are in Michigan, the great state of Michigan, Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland. Beautiful Michigan. We're in a town 100 miles north. No, we're not walking through there. You can, but I'm not. I don't want to walk in the grass. 100 miles north of Detroit, approximate. And we just do our thing every morning. We do our thing every morning. We get up, we go for a walk. It was hard this morning. The legs weren't feeling it. We almost didn't. But we got to show up on Monday, don't we? We almost didn't make it today. Jethro, we host the world squirrel cook-off there in my hometown. You'd be surprised at what people can make out of them. I knew an old boy that they used to make squirrel pies, like pot pies, like chicken pot pie. They made squirrel pies like that. Squirrel pie. Yes, indeed. I fried them when I was a young guy. My brother-in-law and I would go hunting all the time, and we would collect them up and save them in the freezer until it was time, and then have a squirrel fry. Little tiny legs. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Stepped on a pine cone. Uh-oh. Whew. You guys almost got to see us go down. I think we've only fallen once on camera, right, Toby? One time, Toby almost fell once on the camera. He slipped. And then 2 steps later, I slipped. But I didn't fall. This winter, though, we did take a tumble. Heels overhead. My feet were way up in the air. There was no stopping it, Tobe. Rainbow Horsey. Fabulous nuts. What's going on, Fab? We're out on our walk. We never walk through here. You know, we always see us on the sidewalks. Urban walk. Urban walk. We've got so many of these dollar stores. Look, it says Family Dollar. There's Dollar General. Not this corner, but the next corner is another Dollar Tree or something. We've got dollar stores everywhere. I go to the dollar store to pick up candy and soda pop because they got the dollar candy and the cheap soda pop. Stuff we're not supposed to have, right, Toby? Never tried muskrat. What do they taste like? Ooh. Barbara Mather says her mama cleans the car when it rains. That's a good idea. Looks like a wet day for you today. Yes, it does. We just got rained on, Fab. We got rained on about 5 minutes ago. They were big drops, so there wasn't a whole lot of them. They were spaced out because they were so big. But it still got us. What I don't like is I don't like to get wet toes. I don't like to walk with wet toes. Toby, why don't you wait for me a little bit? Can you walk with me? He's trying to drag me. He knows where he wants to go. That's the thing. What you doing? What you doing? He's gonna get his sniff on. Muskrat Foam says muskrat, a dark, sweet, woodsy taste. It's great in a stew. Ugh. I don't think I could eat the muskrat. Hey. What are you doing in the street? See, we walked in the street 1 or 2 times now. He thinks he can walk in the street all the time. Where are you going? Come here. Hey, come here and walk with me. Come here and walk with me. Whoops. Craig asks, what kind of dog is that? That's a wet dog, Craig. That's a wet dog. Border Collie. 100% Border Collie. He's a big Border Collie. And he's got so much hair you don't see his Border Collie shape because his hair's so thick and long. He had a buzz cut last year. Oh, I'm trying to think of when it was. I think it was around August, end of August. And he had a buzz cut, but she did it with, I think she did it with the stripping knife. She cut all his hair, and he looked like he was a short coat Border Collie, but you could see all his lines. You know what I mean? You could see all his curves and everything, and they're there. He's not a fat dog at all. He doesn't have any fat or extra anything except for bone. It's just all the hair. Makes him look like a great big boy. Looks like a wet day. Sure does. Who is Liz? Ruth Merritt. Welcome, Ruth. Do you have an age limit on here? Noob Nation answered that for us. Everyone is welcome. Just don't say your age if you're underage. Yeah, if you're underage, don't tell us about school. We're not a kid channel. Sometimes there's cursing going on. Yesterday we had a troll that came in cussing. Everyone's welcome, Ruth. We had a false spring here that zapped all the fruit and nut trees. All the squirrels in panic mode, and the red-tailed hawks can't keep up like normal. Daniel Brown, welcome, welcome. It's been a minute. Hey, how are you today? Good New Zealand, welcome to my cute friend. Love good dogs. Like happy day. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Last year that happened here. They had a late frost, and my neighbor. I didn't know my neighbor didn't get fruit last year, but it killed all the fruit off of his trees, all the blossoms. My trees, I'm picking them off this year anyway. Last year and this year, anyway. So I didn't really notice. I'm picking the fruit off them so that they'll root because they're newly planted trees. This year we had a late frost, but I went out and I built like a sarcophagus around the new peach tree. I didn't put a heater in there though. I stopped short of that. But yeah, I went and built a big screen net thing around the peach tree to keep with a big tarp to keep the frost off it. I left it up for 2 days, 2 nights, and we didn't have any problem. It was full of peach blossoms, and I picked them all. Once the little buds formed, I picked them all off. Barbara Mather says she went swimming. Toby didn't. We thought about it Saturday, but then I don't know. It just didn't happen. It didn't happen, and then it didn't happen yesterday. Maybe we'll go midweek to the kayak place. We didn't go Saturday because it flashed into my head that all the crowds. There's always crowds on the rivers on the weekends, and they're drunk and high, and just too many people. And all I could see was me maneuvering the kayak around with Toby on it through crowds, so we didn't go. We'll go on a weekday, so it won't be busy. We'll have the river to ourselves, me and Tobe. This way, Bubba. Patrick says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Patrick. This is Toby Dog. He's going to be 4-year-old border collie. This is what we do every morning. Come here. Hey, this is what we do every morning. I let him drag me down the sidewalk for an hour and a half. And I argue with him about pulling me down the road. Come here. Walk with me. Come on with me. Get out of the yard. All that kind of stuff. I want him to walk on this side. He normally did. He was trained for it. But this last month or so, I've been so slack, letting him do what he wants to do. He done picked up the bad habit of crossing over in front of me and going to people's yards. Anastasia, how are you today? Good morning, friends, says Daniel Brown. Patrick says, asks, how are you today? We're doing good. We finally got out of bed. I got out late. The knees are hurting. I got a hurting calf. But that's about it. That's my only gripes today. Toby's doing good. He looks like he's happy. Happy. He's not limping or nothing. I got my old shoes on today, and I noticed that the camera's bouncing more. The camera's bouncing more with these old wore-out shoes than it was with the new shoes. But I had to have a break from those new shoes. Oh my goodness. Well, good walking shoes are hard to find. I got these crazy size feet, and it's hard to find shoes to begin with. And then it's hard to find shoes that fit right, even if I do find my size. You know, everywhere there's buy one get one, or buy one get one half off, or something like that. Those sales don't work for me because it's next to impossible to find one pair of shoes. To find a second pair of shoes is like, it'd be like hitting the lottery. I wear a size 13 4E, and not just any extra wide will work. It's got to be just right. Yeah, Bigfoot, big like a duck, big flat and wide. I don't fall too often. I got all these feet, and I can swim like a dolphin when I'm kicking, like flippers. We'll stick with Ruth. Ruth, my name is Lily, by the way. Ruth, I'll never remember. I'll never remember. We will stick with Ruth, says Noob. Yes, that sounds cool. Whoops. The walk is good for both of you guys. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm out here is this guy. 13, I got a buddy that wears 14s, and yes, it's rough for him to find shoes. Oh my goodness. You know, my penny loafers, I bought them. They were too tight. So I got 3 pair of penny loafers. They're those Weegens by Bass Shoes. And 2 of them I had to put in shoe stretchers for like a year to get them to just the right width. They don't make extra wides. They only make wides, and very few. I don't understand it. People got big feet. The shoe companies need to accommodate us better. Most of the shoe brands don't even, like Adidas. No, I can't wear Adidas. What's the other ones? I always wanted to wear some Adidas. I always wanted to pair those Nike, the leather, the original court shoes, the green ones with the green. Yeah, but they never made them in wide. I'm sorry, those are Adidas, the green ones. Those Nike, the red, white, and blue ones that came out in the late 80s or early 80s. I always wanted a pair of those, but they didn't come wide. And they still don't. They remade them. They brought them back a few years ago, but they didn't bring them back in wide. Where are you from? I'm from South Australia. Ruth, we're from Michigan in the U.S. In the USA, we're 100 miles. We're like 100 miles north of Detroit. Foam says I can't walk Gibbs because he's too strong. And he's part Aussie Shepherd. Oh, that's no good, Foams. Can they work on it? Is that something they can work on? The doctors? One thing I notice is Toby always likes to, whenever there's branches down, like these branches right here, he's always got to stop and mark them. I don't know what that deal is. Whether he marks the trees around it or not, he still marks the branches on the ground when they're in a pile like that. They must give off a smell or something, huh? How many pounds is Gibbs? Where are we at? We're at 7:30. We've got, come on, come on. We've got half an hour till I got to be to work. So we'll walk another 20 minutes, I'm thinking. That'll get us to an hour on our live stream. We got a late start this morning. It almost didn't happen. It almost didn't happen. But I'm glad we made it, right, Tobe? Toby wasn't going to let me lay there. I was like, Tobe, I can't even move my legs. How am I going to take you walking? I think we need a day off. And he's like, nope, nope, nope. Even the cat was bouncing around on the bed. The cat will come running, like get zoomies and come running through the room with his claws out. And you can hear him, it's like 4-wheel drive. You can hear the snapping from his claws, snapping in the carpet and snapping on he'll run like sideways around the bed on his side, but pushing with his feet. Like he's walking on the side of the bed. And he's got his claws out and you can hear it snapping all the way around the bed. Snap, 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 all the way around the bed. He's doing zoomies with his claws out. I don't dare reach down. To see how to pet him or nothing when he's doing that. Because he won't hesitate to sink them claws into you, goofy cat. I noticed the camera's bucking these dang shoes. I'm waiting for the referral from my neurosurgeon to get into U of M neurologist. This is called a Tarlov cyst disease. There's only 3 surgeons in the USA that perform the specific cyst wrapping surgery. Oh my goodness. Well, it's a good thing you're at the U of M then, right? The U of M is, man, they're big time. That's like Mayo Clinic. I hope everything works out. Come on, Tobus, let's keep moving. How does something like that develop? Just random gene splitting? Or is it something you got from your folks? Did they have it? Hereditary, that's the word I was looking for. I hope those big dogs don't break loose. Come on. Let's keep moving. I gotta drag him. There's big Rottweilers live at that house. Big Rottweilers. Toby, are you wet? I bet you're gonna smell like a dog. Toby never stinks until the day he needs the bath. It's an all of a sudden thing for him. He smells good, and then all of a sudden one day, oh geez. Gibbs is 72 pounds. Holy cow, that's a big dog. Aussie Shepherd and Heeler mix. Tree walking hound and red bone retriever. That dog covers it all. Herding and hunting. It's time to get Toby some Jordans. Some Jordans or some swimming lessons. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? There was a place in Midland, about 17, 20 miles west of here that had a dock diving facility for the dogs to do the dock diving. but they've closed up since I don't know when. I believe they were already closed by the time we heard about them. We've got a state park on the other side of town, but and it's got I don't know how much beach, probably a mile of beach at least. But it's we're at the south side of the bay, and it's where all the muck collects. And ever since I was a little kid, that beach, it looks nice. It looks nice till you look in the water, and you step in the water, and there's like 6 to 8 inches of muck. Just muck. You go up to your ankles, past your ankles in it. You know what I mean? It's pretty nasty. But people go there. People go there and they play. But I don't want to put Toby in that. Too many communities along the river they dump the wastewater from the sewer plants into the river. Yeah, and it all collects on the south side of the bay where the beach is. It's closed part of the year during the summer, every summer for bacteria. Like you can be on the beach, but you can't go in the water. Can you read my comment, please? Says Ruth. Ruth, I have a hard time. If you'll notice, I can't really walk and read at the same time. Ruth says, I have a ball master. What's a ball master? Ruth says, I have a ball master, and it is my service dog. Oh, that's nice. What kind of service does he do? Don't service dogs have to perform two to be considered a service dog? They have to perform two at least two functions for the handicapped person. My dog trainer thought about that for Toby so that Toby can go everywhere. And to be my only afflictions are sugar and blood pressure. But so I thought, well, can you train him to tell me when my sugar's high? Or I'm sorry, when my sugar's low and my blood pressure's high? And she explained to me that it would be extremely difficult to train a dog to find two different extremes. You know what I mean? It's either both low, like your sugar's low or your blood pressure's low, or your sugar's high and your blood pressure's high. It would be hard to train them to do a low and then a high on two different things. Maybe in the future. Ruth said, oh yeah, we read your comment, Ruth. I'm guessing you got a bull mastiff. That's an awful big dog to be a service dog. Mr. Brower says, that's a good puppy. Come on, not there. Yeah, he's an excellent dog. He listens better in the house and in the buildings and all that than out here in the street. When we're in the street, he's hunting. He wants to do his own thing. But he's an excellent dog, as you can see. It's a rare genetic and only discovered as an incidental perineural cyst on an MRI. U of M and Henry Ford are the only ones who have tried cerebral spinal fluid leaks. Who treat? Oh, gotcha. Ugh. Long story. Just discovered in May. Oh, wow. Well, it's a good thing you are where you are. You can get there and get the best treatment they got then. I'm guessing you said bull mastiff, Ruth. Michelle Bosworth, welcome. Aren't you from down under also? Michelle, aren't you one of our friends from Australia or New Zealand? I believe so. Yeah, we're doing our thing. We got rained on, as you can see. We're just trying to kick a few more corners here close to the house in case it starts raining again. What's the temperature here right now? I would have to guess it was Oh, what was it when we left the house? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Hold on a second. Let's look. 68 Fahrenheit. I don't know. Not Jethro Tull. That's what my dog trainer lady told me. I have no idea. I go by what she tells me. She said it would be difficult to train him to do opposites. Then he could fly on the plane. He could go in all the restaurants. All that good stuff. You know, I take him with me everywhere. And I feel bad when I leave him behind. But he can't go to dinner time when it's 80 degrees out because he can't sit in the car. It's too hot. And he can't go in the restaurant. Dude, my MRI was in 2012. Holy cow. Holy, and it's been growing ever since 2012. Crazy. Michelle Bosworth says, Oklahoma. Got it. I've got a terrible memory. Not Jethro says, me too, Michelle. Oklahoma is the place to be. Come on. Come on, Tobis. Nice dogs. Toby was standing there looking at a rabbit, and those dogs come around. That's okay. You see, Toby didn't even bark at him. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Still hot and humid here, and last night the AC broke down. Oh my goodness, Michelle. That sucks. The AC in the truck isn't working. And let me tell you, the time I got to spend in the truck driving, it sucks. The last 2 years we went without air conditioning at home because the air conditioner broke and I didn't feel like dealing with it. And it was, I just sat there and sweated. You know what I mean? It wasn't that bad. But this year, it was going to be 100 degrees. We were going to have the hottest day in 14 years, something like that. Hottest day on record. And the day before, I went down and got a new air conditioner and put it in the window. It's just a window air conditioner, but it cools off the whole house. I delivered mail in Tulsa for 27 years. What is NWA? Northwest? What? NWA. SWMO. I'm guessing that's Southwest Missouri. NWA, I would think, is that Atlanta? No. Nobody would like to live in Atlanta, would they? Hey, Share Bear, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Share Bear's sporting all the emojis today. Look at that. When you join the membership, you get to speak in emoji language, and you also get to bring your own emoji. All members, you're welcome to send me a picture. The channel has a email address in the description. You can send me an emoji or send me a picture, and I'll crop it down to emoji size, and we'll put it on the page for you to use when you come by. Oh, Northwest Arkansas. NWA. Come on, wild boy. It's like flying a big kite here. How come they don't call it Arkansas? If Kansas is Kansas, How's Arkansas, Arkansas? Aubrey Jenkins, what's going on, Aubrey? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We just got a couple more corners to bend, and then we're heading in for the day. Arkansas has mountains. All the vowels. Arkansas and Kansas. You'd think Arkansas would be Arkansas. Come, Bubba. Come, Bubba. We've got these nasty bars all over town. The buildings are collapsing, but they still fill up for the drinks every night. The buildings are collapsing, but they still fill up. I can imagine the smell in there. Toby, I'm going to meet my teacher. Oh, today I'm going to meet my teacher. School's starting already, Aubrey. The grandson said they start in 2 weeks. The grandsons don't go back for 2 more weeks. I don't know about the granddaughter. I don't know when she goes back. Probably about the same time. Come on. Come on. I don't know when Toby's going back to school either. We didn't sign up for any classes last semester, and we haven't signed up for this semester. Maybe we'll wait till the fall classes and we'll sign up for something. I think we're gonna do the barn hunt and the scent work now. We're gonna add that, something to do. It'll get them out of the house another 1 or 2 days a week, right? To do the barn hunt and the scent work. I guess they can get titles. They can get titles added to their name with those their AKC events. They're not what do you call it? The front titles. They're the back, the after the name titles. Performance titles. Yep, my grandkids go back on the 19th, says Foams. Ruth, I'm in New Zealand, and the temp is 8 Celsius. What's 8 Celsius? What's that, like 40 Fahrenheit? Is that around there? That's pretty cold. Just above freezing. Ruth says hers are already back. Not Jethro says he wants to herd. Toby, you want to herd? He wants to chase squirrels is what he really wants to do. He wants to find something to chase. I think he's a chaser, and I don't know if he's going to be a herder. There's a herding trial down by Foams on Pinckney Road. I guess there's a farm down. There's a couple of farms down by Foams' place that does. Come on, Toby, we're not playing that. Come on. That does herding training. And there's an ad in the Facebook right now. I said Friday I was going to answer it this weekend, but I haven't gotten to it yet. It's in a couple of weeks. It's a what is it, like an aptitude trial to see if he has any aptitude for it. And if he does, that's something else we get to spend money on, go into herding trials. First, we'd have to pay for the training. He'd have to go for, come on, hey, we're not playing. We'd have to go for training for months and months. And that's 80 miles away. There's got to be something closer. But we'll go for this aptitude test to the 80-mile away place because the people giving the test are big names in the herding training world. You always look for the super pros when you're going for testing and stuff like that, training. You want to learn from the best of the best. Looking at your town there, it looks exactly like my hometown, Gas City, Indiana. Close. Close. We're only at what, 150 miles north of there, 200 miles north. Ruth Merritt says, my family has 15 dogs. 15 dogs? Are you guys a kennel? Are they all the same breed? Are they different breeds? What do we got going on? Do you have... Here's the next question, Ruth. Are you a content creator? Do we get to see videos of these 15 dogs? Do we get to see movies of these 15 dogs if we come see your channel? That would be cool. The daughter has a big bunch of dogs like that in her little kennel. But I don't think there's 15. I hope there's not. She's got Aussie Shepherds. What kind of dogs you got, Ruth? That's too far in winter weather. Jethro, 80 miles is too far in any weather. Heck no. 80 miles, that's nothing. That's right. That's my ride to work. That's my ride to work. 80 miles one way. You know, I've worked down in Monroe before, in the city of Monroe, where I drove back and forth every day. Some weeks I'd stay down there. Sometimes, some weeks I'd just drive back and forth every day. When we go to the dog shows down in Monroe this last summer, when we went to the Monroe Dog Show, we drove back and forth every day. But it was only one day. We went down for Friday, and then the storm came through. If you guys remember, the storm came through on Friday night and wiped out the fairgrounds in Monroe. Wiped out the power, so we couldn't. They got the fairgrounds back in order. They got most of the tents back up and all that for the dog show. They got the rings put together, but there was no power, so it canceled out. But last year we stayed down there. I think the year before we stayed, but the year before that we drove back and forth. And that was 75 miles. All different, and I only own 3 of them, says Ruth. It stopped raining, says Rebel. Yeah, it stopped raining. It stopped raining, but we're wet. I'm soaked. Toby looks like only his feet and his belly are wet now. Him being a double coated dog, it's usually only the outer coat that gets damp. It's hard to get him wet. Like bath time. At bath time, half the bath time is just getting him wet. Just getting the water to the skin. Monroe, which state? Oh, Monroe, Michigan. I'm trying to think where else I worked that I drove back and forth. Oh, Harrison. I worked up at Harrison. That's 70 some miles, where I drove back and forth every day. When I was working out in New Mexico, I was staying in Hobbs, and I was working. I think it was 20 miles north of there in Lovington, but I also had assignments in Carlsbad, which was 80 miles across the desert. Straight across the desert, 80 miles. No stores, no gas stations, just at the edge of town, you know what I mean? There's nothing, not even a rest stop to go to the bathroom. But it's only 80 miles. 80 miles back and forth every day to work. Piece of cake. It gives you time to clean your head out, clear your head out, right? Ruth says she doesn't have the dogs on her channel. Oh, that's too bad. You should put them on there. Dogs are morning. Dogs bring views. Dogs bring viewers. This channel here got started. You know, you usually only see Toby Dog. The last few years you've seen garden and what else? Christmas, Halloween, Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, but most of it's all about Tobe. He brings in all our views, all our subscriptions and everything. Foam says I was born in Monroe. Ever have Monroe hot dogs? No, what's on them? What's on them? We'll be down there pretty soon, too. We'll be down there pretty soon. Seems like I'm down there a lot. I know we got 2 dog shows a year there. Tell me about the Monroe hot dogs. I know what a Chicago dog is with a relish, pickle, onion, tomatoes, and celery salt. Oh my goodness, I like the Chicago dogs. What's on the Monroe dog? He gets all the likes and all the subs because he's so cute. Yes, indeed. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's why you said your name was Lily. Because you're on Ruth's account. Gotcha. Hold on, Tobe's trying to get to his favorite tree up here. He's almost there. This is Toby's favorite tree. Oh, he walked right past it because there's a squirrel. This is Toby's favorite. Come here, Toby. Look. Toby's favorite tree. There's a squirrel hole, and there's always like half a dozen squirrels running around this end of the block. There's one over here he's got his eye on. Oh, 2. Hey, it almost looks like the car that ran over the cat the other day. Oh my God, that was horrific the other day. Who was with us? I swear that guy swerved when he saw the. And what's crazy is I was pointing the camera right at the cat. They didn't notice us there. I don't know. People these days. That's why I don't let my cat out. That is exactly why my cat doesn't get to go outside. Is because of what happened to that cat the other day. Exactly why I don't let my cat out. And I feel cold-hearted not letting the cat out. Because, you know, that cat wants to be outside. He wants to go catting around. Meet all the cats in the neighborhood. I'll go mess around with the girl cats, you know. He wants to go catting. But you can't let him out because these people will harm him. You saw what happened, noob. Yeah. Yeah, that cat took off like a shot. There was no going to look if it was okay or what. And that's why I don't let mine out, because that's what'll happen. That's why Toby's not off leash in the city most of the time. 99% of the time, no off leash, because that's what'll happen. I know these people. Well, fam, it's time for us to say goodbye for today. Time to get this dog some food, get Tommy Kitty some food, and get myself some food. I've been eating Greek yogurt for breakfast every day. Greek yogurt with some what's it called? Oh, the cereal, like grape nuts type cereal in there. But it doesn't, stuff with no added sugar, no added salt. Oh God, these dogs, they bother us every day. What do you think of Tobe? You ready for your breakfast? Look at these healthy pumpkin plants, but no pumpkins. All that healthy plant, no pumpkin. We got no pumpkin this year. Last Here we had watermelons out here. And I got a couple little watermelons. There are no berries today, nothing to pick in the garden, I don't think. I went through and picked yesterday. There might be some green beans. But other than that, it'll be a day or two before I get another zucchini. Anyhow, time to say goodbye, like we said. Toby Dog, Love to Paint 81. Welcome, Love to Paint. And what's going on? Wonga Lady, Love to Paint. Wonga Lady coming in. You came in at the end, but that's okay. That's okay, you came. We're glad to have you. Can you hear the dogs barking at us? Anytime we step out in the yard, the dogs from the house across the kitty corner from us go to bark, and they won't shut up till we go in the house. Yesterday morning, I came outside and stood on the corner with Toby Dog for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes at 6:30 in the morning, and the dogs were out there barking their fool heads off, waking everybody up. Toby doesn't he doesn't even bark back at them. I might have some muffins, says Aubrey. Ooh, muffins sound good. You know what sounds good? Some blueberry muffins. Some because they need it. You know they need it. Not everybody takes care of their animals like we do. A lot of the anytime you walk by that house, those dogs are tied out. They're tied out to trees next to their dog houses. I don't think I've ever come across them walking them anywhere. And I've never walked past there and they weren't out there at the end of their ropes barking at us. You know what I mean? Dogs need to get out and about. They need to meet their dogs. They need to meet people. You have not picked your pumpkin leaves, says Anastasia. No, I'm going to leave them. Maybe we could get a pumpkin out here. Nat Jethro says, I have a ton of banana. Oh, I love banana peppers. I like banana peppers with everything, just about. Especially on a sub sandwich or a pizza. Yummy, yummy. Ruth Merritt says, bye and thanks for having me. Ruth, hold on a second. Lily, come on back, Lily. When we see you in here a second time, we give you a blue jacket. That way you can connect easier with everybody. So next time we see you, same thing with Love to Paint. Next time we see you, we hand out the blue jackets. Oh, have a wonderful day. Oh, don't be sorry you came at the end. Just, we're happy you came to see us. We got a new friend. Right, Tobes? Right, Tobes? I don't know where he's going. Poor puppies. Hey, survival. Yep, we'll catch you next time. Hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone, says Shelly Jeffs. Y'all behave and be cool, and we'll catch you next time. Tomorrow is another day. You'll see us again tomorrow. Man, those leaves are getting nice, aren't they, Anna? And these are fresh. These are new leaves. They are. And they're that big. Oh, did he just pee on that? We can eat the leaves off of this one because this one I know isn't going to give us a pumpkin. Or is it? Look, right there. What is that? No, those are male flowers. I don't see any female flowers on that one. Do you guys... Zing. No female flowers. These are all males. I thought I saw a female over here. Come here, Tobes. Come here, Tobes. I thought I saw one female. Let's see. No pumpkins. All right, y'all. Y'all behave and be cool, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. And behave. That looks like the car that ran over the cat. I gotta look at that video. So when I see the person, I can cuss them out. Bye, everybody. Y'all behave. Toby, let's go. Breakfast.